Hello, 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 and welcome to College Clinic. I am Brandy Ray Hicks, and I am the Executive Director of College Clinic. And we help transition students and their families into college and beyond through academic preparedness, financial literacy, and basic life skills. And I'm thrilled that you have joined us on this evening to learn more about how College Clinic can help support you and your student, whether you're in high school, that you joined us, that you may be in 9th through 11th grade, or you're a rising senior and in 9 months, you are ready to celebrate the next level of your life. Or if you are a parent of a high school student that is considering college. Maybe you have middle schoolers, or maybe you are a parent that wants to get ahead of the game to learn more about what College Clinic can do and help your family. You've come to the right place. As well as those counselors, those youth group leaders, those principals, those that work with you, that have a vested interest in looking forward to the bright future of our young minds. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, you guys are tuned in for a series that we have called Get Me to Graduation. This is an overview and an orientation of how our students are thriving in the community. And so what I'm going to do for those of you all that are on live stream, I am going to share my screen with you so you can have a view of our PowerPoint presentation and what we are going to go through tonight and talk about during our broadcast. So let me go ahead and share the screen so you can see what we got going on here. And so you haven't lost me. That's me over here. Hello, in your upper right-hand corner. And so you've joined us tonight in order to learn more about who College Clinic is and what we can do in order to help your student. Now, we help students and families navigate through the college application process. And so, again, we work with young people in a virtual classroom setting or in live events. So you are in a live event now. So no matter where you are across the United States, whatever time zone that you're in, whatever country that you're in, you can join us in our College Clinic workshops online. So you can enjoy us in the comfort of your home, your smartphone, or your tablet, or anywhere on the go. Then we have live events. What that means is that College Clinic goes out into the community to serve the youth that need the information. So we are going into schools. We are going into after-school programs. We are going into church youth groups. We are going into PTA nights. We are going into parent nights, really having that transparent conversation of what does life and learning look like after high school. College Clinic also has a $1,000 college scholarship. I get so excited when I tell everybody about this college scholarship. We just awarded a $1,000 college scholarship to a deserving young man by the name of Rodney Warren. This great young man, I met him virtually, and he submitted his essay, which was the winning essay, to write your graduation speech in 500 words or less. Like, he wrote such a depictive narration of his journey as a young man trying to figure out life. And knowing that he has everything that he needs to be successful and to implement and use those tools in order to be successful in college. I'm proud to say that he is a freshman at Mississippi State University going into mechanical engineering. He just started last week. We just heard from him. So we're so excited for Rodney. What else that we're doing at College Clinic is that we have a great partnership with Microsoft OneNote. That is what allows our virtual classroom to be able to connect anywhere in the world. So Microsoft Office 365 has a dashboard that allows you to download the free app Microsoft OneNote. It's very similar to Microsoft Word and has the same type of functionalities that it does, but it allows us to share in the same workspace as student and college coach. And so another unique part about it is that if you are in, no matter what city and state that you're in, if you have a Microsoft store, we're able to come out with our partnerships with Microsoft and come and do a live workshop in the theater of the Microsoft stores. So we have a lot of great resources that we're able to connect everywhere in the community. And so everybody always asks, like, what do you teach our young people? And so I wrote this book called The 10 Things You Need to Complete Your College Application, which is a 10-step easy guide that walks a student through, like if I just had a checklist. How many of you all work well off of checklists? I work really, really well off a checklist. So within checklists, like I was that high school student, like if you could just give me a checklist of everything that I could check off, like I can handle it. So this curriculum, the 10 things you need to complete your college application, goes through the 10 things, and I'll read them off to you real quickly. They are the official high school transcript. We talk about standardized tests and state graduation requirements. What do you need to graduate, not only from your high school, but the state requirements? Number 3 is college tuition, application fees, and housing deposits. We talk to young people about what is the itemized list that a college provides that makes up all of the expenses of why college has a ticket of $5, $10, $20, $50,000 a year. We talk about the importance of the relationship between the high school counselor, the student, and the parent, which is very, very important in order to help the students perpetuate into a habit of advocating for themselves, talking on behalf of themselves, connecting with college resources, using those good communication habits to take with them to college, to the professors and college advisors in order to navigate their college career. We talk to them about the letter of recommendation, drafting a letter of recommendation as a template to send to a potential recommender. And student autobiography, that is the student statement that a lot of colleges are accepting in addition to the college essay. We go into communities and classrooms and talk to these students and teach the parents how to help the students draft a really attractive college essay. Then we talk to students about the community service hours and how to track those and to connect with things that they're great at, what they have a passion and a hobby interest in. As well as we really deep dive into some of our parent nights or our senior nights or our large assemblies where we talk to students about the financial aid process and what are the documents required for different scholarships. Like now scholarships are asking if your high school or your state does not require your high school student to have community service hours. What's popping up now on scholarship applications is that they're asking how many community service hours does your student have? And then number 10, the college application submission process. Your child may apply for that college application maybe in the fall, but the college may want an end of semester transcript to document and verify that the student is on pace to graduation. And so that is the great things that we talk to our young people about on our college clinic virtual campus or when we extend outside of the classroom in the community. And so here's just a highlight of the things that College Clinic has been doing in the community. And we have been working since 2004. Or 2001, I'm sorry, since 2001. And since 2001, we served over 10,000 middle school and high school students with our curriculum. We formed partnership with higher institutions of education, 2-year schools, 4-year schools. We formed partnerships with Dunbar Recreation Center here in Atlanta, Georgia, which is a staple of the city's parks and recreation. We run programs at Cuyahoga Community College in Cleveland, Ohio, my hometown, where we talk to parents and students on a Saturday. So there's a host of things that we are and have been doing in the community and how we can help support your student. And so when we talk to students in the community, we ask them, what are you thinking? We have an anthology of great resources for the students, but we take an assessment of each one of our students, whether a group or individually, one-on-one with our students. And we ask themselves, like, what are your thoughts about college? And so just recently, I was at a high school last week, and we did an exercise where I asked over 100 students in an assembly to share what you've been thinking about college. No matter what their GPA is, no matter what their economic standpoint is, no matter whether they're first or 15th in their generation to go off to college, a lot of students have the same thought. And those thoughts are, well, what they tell themselves is that my grades are not good enough to get into college, or maybe I won't make friends, or even though I have a great GPA, I may get homesick, or I may want to come home because I miss my mom and my siblings. And so what is resounding that we hear amongst our students is that it is money. How can they pay for school? We don't count anyone's pocket at College Clinic, but $50,000, a spare $50,000 is a lot of money. And so students are now realizing that the financial cost of college is expensive, but they know that they can do some things as far as keeping their grades up, getting good test scores, looking for scholarships, applying for financial aid, applying to work study, to pay financially for college. But this is a resounding thought within students. Within the community, students are listening to their peers, their family and friends, to tell that they're hearing sometimes is that none of us went to school or is going to college, so why should you? And some students are hearing that, well, you think that you're better than me because you went to college. And so some things now that students are seeing is the instant rise of instant celebrity and TV and community role models where they didn't get a degree. Now, a degree isn't an end all to be all, but it does definitely provide a launch pad for students to get into the field that they want, into a higher paying job, and accessibility to things that they want to see and do in life. And so these are the things that students are thinking. And so let's take a look at what are counselors thinking. Now, when we talk to counselors, just recently, there was an article in the New York Times, and I saw this on Good Morning America, is that at UC Irvine, that they rescinded 500 freshmen accepted to their class. In other words, when all of these students applied in the fall of last year, 500 students' applications and acceptance were rescinded. What that means is that they had to recall, UC Irvine had to recall all of those freshmen that said, thanks, you were accepted, but yes, you can't come here. That makes parents devastated. It makes students question, well, what, was I not smart enough? What happened? And they have to scurry to either say yes to their second choice or figure out what would be their plan B or plan C because plan A didn't work. Counselors are thinking, oh, was it me? Was it me? Was it something that I did? Were all of and some of the reasons that UC Irvine was saying, which really had counselors scrambling, were some of the documents weren't forwarded to the college. See, colleges will tell students that they are accepted, but that's all contingent based on the final decision of the school. That means final transcripts, final requested documents, final available housing, final availability of professor-student ratio. All of that is contingent. And so counselors are thinking at that exact time when this article hit July 29th of this year, and as we know, a lot of college students, freshmen, go back in their freshman year at the end of July, or at least they go into freshman orientation in July, or they start school in August. Everybody hit a panic wall. And so here at College Clinic, we know what counselors are thinking. Did they forward all of the documents to the college? Did the college receive the final transcript? Was there something that the student did to violate the social media codes of conduct of that school? Was your student saying something that they had no business saying in that type of manner on their social media that caused the college of concern to rescind their offer? This in the season of from when they said yes to your first day of college, the colleges are still finalizing the yes that they told their students. There could have been a possible glitch in Naviance where Naviance uploaded it, but it disappeared. So counselors are always thinking like, what happened? So College Clinic is always abreast of the things that are going on in the community with college process. Now, for those of you all that are looking at my webinar screen, I want to show you a quick video that I saw a couple of weeks ago. And it was shown here in Atlanta, Georgia, on the news about Georgia State. Let me make sure, because I don't want you guys to miss this. Let me make sure on the live stream that you all can actually see this. Awesome. And I'm going to play this video. Those of you all that are streaming on another platform, you may not be able to hear it, but I'm going to turn the volume up.
Georgia State University, some students are finding out they may have an unexpected roommate.
It is a surprise. The university overbooked student housing by hundreds, and now they are scrambling to find a place to put everybody. Caitlin Ross is holding the powerful accountable tonight.
Footage from the news.
The overflow impacts students trying to move in here.
Georgia State overbooked their students.
This downtown.
Of course, my video does not want to work.
Everybody, Caitlin Ross is holding the powerful accountable tonight.
The overflow impacts students trying to move in here.
Okay, I'll try to show the video in just a moment. But the video was about, as I have both screens up, what the video is about, I think that it's just buffering. What the video was about is about Georgia State University here in Atlanta, Georgia, had told all of the freshman class, yes. Once again, we have a college that says yes. Once again, we have a college that does not have all of the yeses in order. So what happened at Georgia State is that
Georgia State University, some students are finding out they may have an unexpected roommate.
It is a surprise. The university overbooked student housing by hundreds, and now they are scrambling to find a place to put everybody. Caitlin Ross is holding the powerful accountable tonight.
The overflow impacts students trying to move in here.
Okay, y'all. Unfortunately, this video
downtown
is not
area.
There
are 5,200 beds on campus and some
Gotta love live streaming, you guys. Gotta love live streaming. What the video, and I'll try to play it in just a little bit. But again, parents are thinking, if I send my student to school, I'm sending them to college. What happens if my child does not have housing? The top 3 concerns that we know here at College Clinic that parents are concerned about is the money. Maybe not necessarily in this order, but what parents are concerned most about is about money. They're concerned about money. How much is this going to financially cost my family? The next thing that they're thinking about as parents is that what is the safety of my child? Is my child going to be safe? And the third thing that we know here at College Clinic that parents are going to be thinking is that after my child is safe, after I've spent all of this money, is my child going to be employable? And so College Clinic helps families and students navigate that process through the college application process. We explain money and financial options to parents. We help students select the best match for their college, whether it's small classrooms, whether they have learning challenges, whether they are taking advantage of in-state, out-of-state resources. We walk a parent and a student through this process. And so here are some great things that we have identified how we can help at College Clinic, how we can help your student be successful. So the first thing that we have is something called Get Me to Graduation. Now that is an 8-month one-on-one coaching program for those students and families that need a little bit extra support. So those students that need weekly conference calls and check-in, those students that need webinars, hand-holding through the process, an editor for their applications as well as their essays, someone to check in on them, where there is an accountability or one-on-one, College Clinic is able to provide that for your students. We also have accountability groups, which are bi-monthly coaching calls. And I'll describe that service in a little bit, but that starts September 1st and it carries you through April the 30th. And then most importantly, what I'm so thrilled about is our 2017 academic calendar, which this is a senior year planner, because how many of you students and parents need to get organized? We'll talk about that in just a quick second. So Get Me to Graduation, as you can see on this screen on the PowerPoint presentation, is that our one-on-one coaching includes a student college track assessment. What we do is that we sit down with the parent and the family and decide what is your college track. What are you going to be doing between today, September 1, through graduation, and then how are you preparing yourself for college during the summertime? We'll have virtually monthly coaching calls where it is a 60-minute session where it's just like this, where it's me and you coaching. You get to ask unlimited questions. We'll look at all of your application documents to make sure that you're on track towards graduation and the college application process. Each week we'll have a morning or after school or a weekend huddle of a 15-minute weekly check-in call. That means that there's accountability, one-on-one with me, your coach, or one of our facilitators. Well, they'll make sure that if you say that you're going to do in your plan ABC, we'll go through the steps to make sure that you've done it or provide you with resources to get it done. You'll enroll immediately into our accountability group with other young people that are going through the college application process that's across the country. So you'll be in on the bi-weekly coaching calls where there are themes each month. We'll discuss the 10 things you need to complete your college application process, FAFSA information, how to look for college scholarship opportunities, how to select a college, and how to take a college tour. Then you'll automatically receive a 2018 calendar and planner, and I'll show you that in just a second. And you'll have your members only dashboard into Microsoft OneNote so I can see your work. We can make edits that are live and that you can take those documents at the end of our connection calls and go with it. We also will invite you to a VIP session to any event that we're having virtually or live in your city or state. Now, there's an investment of this. There is an investment of $97 per month if there's a one-time payment of $776. Now, this is a great investment because for $100 a month, you get all access to a college coach or a quarterly payment system that every 90 days, maybe you're a student that just needs to get their training wheels between now and the end of the year, and you wanna make sure that you're on a right pace. Cool, we have great things for you just for 90 days for that one-on-one coaching to get you self-motivated to propel you through next semester. Our college-bound accountability groups. This is a part of my favorite because the reason why this is my favorite is that every month, for 2 times a month, we'll be meeting on a conference call and or a video call with students across the country. So they'll be able to ask and get answered live coaching sessions, because what I've realized in our workshops is that students all have the same questions, just some student is more brave than the next to get their question answered first. And so when you're putting students all in the same room that are learning and growing together, this allows them to get their questions answered in a group form. And then this is really the best value or the investment, as it is rounds out to be $10 a session, but it is a flat fee of $80. And then there is a option to just say, hey, I just want 30-day access. We have a 30-day access pass for $15. And so it's a great opportunity for you to get your one essay reviewed each month. We'll go through the common application to review it for you once you've completed it. You'll get the 100-page 10 Things e-workbook. I actually had to use this workbook to help me return back to my doctoral program this year. And then you'll get professional college advising, and that you'll get access to the members-only accountability group, where I'm able to share with that live person their work and help laser focus them right on the spot. And then that example is available for all students that are in the accountability group. Isn't that cool? And so one of the most things that we've heard from our parents and our students that are graduates is that I wish that I had something like this in high school. But what I heard from our students, and especially our parents, most importantly our counselors, was that students needed to get organized. Like, students needed to get organized in order to figure out, like, when are my dates? When do I have things to do? What am I doing each month? What are our goal settings? And so for those of you that can see in both of our broadcasts, we have a dashboard at each month that makes sure, let me flip to the dashboard, and you can go to our website at College Clinic so you can take a look at this up close. But look at, you'll probably see this opposite where there is a reflection, but there's a monthly dashboard. So each month students have 3 goals to work towards college. There's a self-check-in to check to make sure that, are they on track to graduate? Are they journaling? How's their physical exercise? They get to evaluate themselves on a monthly basis. A quick key in order for them to make sure, and a reminder that they're registering for their ACT or their SAT, their counselor's appointment, making sure each month that their GPA is in good standing, keeping a monthly track of their community service hours and what they did. This is most important in getting into a life of service. And then making sure that they're writing down their college searches. This and scholarship searches. Look, students always misplace some things of writing things down. This is a monthly dashboard. And there's lots of other things that we talk to students about in this planner. This is something that every senior needs to have, every center. It is full of everything from graduation requirements to that they can fill in. How to create a plan. Ooh, this is a good one, where they get to create a plan about their college career. A college profile. You can Xerox this and copy it as many times as you want to when you're looking at colleges to do an overview to see, is this the right college for me? Now, this planner is on sale for $39. Every senior needs to have this. I'm looking for high schools and youth groups that are looking to buy this for their entire senior class. So I can help them, walk them through how to use this planner, how to plan their high school course out, where they're making sure that they're on top of dates, making sure that they're writing things down on a daily basis of things that they need to do. And so our calendar is available on our website for $39. And so we are also giving, there's so much stuff that we have here at College Clinic. We are bursting out of the seam. I feel like we don't even have enough time to discuss all of the things that College Clinic can do to help your students. But most importantly, we live a life of service here at College Clinic, and we love to give back. And so you guys are getting a sneak peek. Those of you that got invited to the webinar, those of you that are on Facebook Live, I won't be posting this until September 1. But because I love you guys so much, I've released it early for the College Scholarship Essay Contest for the class of 2018 is officially open. So if you heard about what we did before and the 2 students that we helped supported in their transition with a $1,000 gift, this is the 3rd year we'll be giving $1,000. And the topic is 500 words or less. Write your graduation speech to the class of 2018. What would you say to be your last words for 2018? So I just mailed off the check to Rodney Warren. Like I told you guys, he's a freshman at Mississippi State and majoring in mechanical engineering. And we're so proud of our students that take advantage of that. And so we're gonna leave you on this note. Now, one of our partners in Cleveland, Ohio, Cuyahoga Community College, is a 2-year school that we have partnered with to quarterly give workshops to their students and their parents at something called Saturday Family Academy. This is going into our 3rd year partnership. I'm going to play a little bit of Mr. Hale. Let's see if this video is working.
Well,
you know, it is a day for...
College Clinic is an awesome organization, committed educators, very focused on sharing knowledge with the masses of people.
Okay, so while the people
oftentimes
are
in schools,
on the
K through
live
12,
stream,
educators
are
are so
watching the
swamped
video.
with
I want you guys to go to our website, collegeclinic.org, and look at
share the
the
college
link
knowledge
to the
with students and
scholarship,
families. So
collegeclinic.org
when I met
/scholarship,
the
so you
executive
can take
director,
a
Ms.
look
Brandy Ray
at
Hicks, and
how
her
you
team,
can
her awesome
apply for
team
that
of mom
$1,000
and dad
scholarship. Okay, I
professionals
think the
come
video
in.
is almost over.
I just know their heart and their effectiveness in delivering the message and providing students and families with the tools they need to be successful in college. So it's been an honor to work with College Clinic, and I just see it going further and further and reaching more and more. And yeah, they do great work.
Hey, we do great work here at College Clinic. So before we get to sign off, because you have spent a little time with us this Sunday, just to hear a little bit about how we can get your high school student to graduation. Look, time moves by warp speed your senior year. I was a high school senior, just like a lot of you all that are listening in who are parents of high school students. And I was a student that graduated with a GPA of 1.999. I woke up after Christmas with a nasty disease called senioritis. And my 2.7 GPA slid all the way down to a 1.999. And it wasn't that I wasn't smart. I just didn't have my plan mapped out of what my life and learning looked like after high school. But I got lazy. I got scared. I needed an accountability partner now that I think about it back then. I needed somebody to walk me through just 10 simple steps that if I got to at least 3, I knew that I was making some progress. I knew that if I had gotten to 5, I knew that I was halfway there. I knew if I got to 7, that if I just held on just a little while longer, that I had a lot more behind me than I had ahead of me. And once I got to number 9, and got ready to submit that application to the University of Cincinnati, the application that I sent off to Keller Graduate School of Management, where I got my Master's of Business and Marketing and my Master's of Public Administration and Nonprofit Management. Before I reached that 10 steps of when I submitted my application to the doctoral program at Northeastern. I knew if I took one more step that I would achieve my dream. But along the way, what I noticed is that I needed some help. I wasn't afraid the second and third time around to college to make sure that I asked for help. And so here's the help that you maybe have been looking for or never knew that you needed until you watched this video. So I encourage you to share this with your students and your parents and your counselors and your youth group leaders and your PTA or anybody that has an interest in moving their student from high school into college and beyond. If college is not that path for you, then let's look at going into the career and working in your field of choice. Let's look at what that plan looks like getting into the military. But all students have to have a plan. All parents hopefully will help their students with the plan. And those plans cannot or will be shortchanged in help if you don't have your counselor to help you through that process. College Clinic will be standing in the gap for you. Either we will be the hand that you need to help you hold your hand along the way, or we'll be the hands up to help you in the point that you don't feel like that you can make another step. So I encourage you to visit our website at collegeclinic.org to learn more about our programs and services. You can follow us on social media at College Clinic and stay connected and join our mailing list to find out all of the great things that we have going on. So I want to thank you so much tonight with the live stream. I want to make sure that if you have any questions, make sure that you send us a message at info@collegeclinic.org. You can follow us on Facebook and see all of the great things and the events that we have coming up in the fall and this school year. So my name is Brandy Ray Hicks. I am a college coach and I am your sister in success. And thanks for joining us for learning more about Get Me to Graduation and College Clinic's programs and services.